Hey, you guys, welcome back to the podcast and the channel. Today, I want to get into some things that Candiace Dillard Bassett, former Real Housewives of Potomac star, and I guess she's doing her podcast thing now. She recently talked about Ashley Darby's reckless mouth and the comments that she made about Wendy Osefo, and also her decision to unfollow Porsha Williams after actually this didn't happen recently, but we know the things that Portia said about effing Charles Oakley, Angela Oakley's husband on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. We know Candace, she isn't one to bite her tongue. Sometimes a lot of people are agreeing with what she had to say after Ashley made the reckless and definitely unnecessary comments about Wendy's legal issues and throwing that subtle shade. Candace, she stepped in to defend her friend, and I'm all here for it. But that's not all because Candace, she also recently talked about why she unfollowed Porsha Williams a while back after Porsha made these disgusting jokes about sleeping with a married man. Jokes that definitely hit too close to home for her. One, being a married woman, and two, knowing about Portia's controversial past, and also when Candace and Portia were on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Portia really gave her a hard time for things that she was just trying to ask about, and also the way Portia treated her when she had recently dealt with a lot from that season she was on of the Real Housewives of Potomac with Giselle, and Giselle making accusations about her husband. So let's just go ahead and get into this. Thanks for stopping by the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feel so.
So I'm not sure if this is her podcast, but it's called the Undomesticated Podcast. Let's just get into what she had to say about Ashley.
What would possess Ashley to say something like that? Something so celebratory in the face of what feels like a disaster and a travesty for Wendy. Like she had to have like slept with your man for you to say something like that. And being as how you don't have one, like what did she do? Did
And when she had one, who wanted that one that she had?
she like you would have had to like snatch one of my kids for me to say that? Because and I don't, this is just maybe home training that some of us don't have. Even my worst enemy, and I have a couple, in their misfortune, what you will never find me doing is like you said, dancing on their graves. Like it is a recipe. You are inviting the karma to come and whoop your ass. And karma has already come and come again for Ashley, as we've seen time and time again on the show. So
But the thing about it is with Ashley, I see her as a light-skinned chick with a very dark-skinned soul. And I know the soul doesn't have skin, but she is light-skinned with a dark soul. She honestly feels like the life that she's living right now, she's not seeing karma because she came up by letting that cretin come up in her. And I'm sorry to be crass and foul, but yeah, the life that she's living right now is definitely a come up. So she's not feeling like she's experiencing any karma. She felt like I did what I had to do to be able to live the life that I'm living right now. She's getting all of this attention that she definitely does not deserve. Being on this show with that big ass Stewie from Family Guy head, and pretty much trying to be Candace with the singing, because she definitely doesn't have a voice, and her doing this singing bit is ridiculous, you know? But she doesn't feel like karma has come for her. So she doesn't care. She's foul.
I'm perplexed as to why she thought that was the best choice. I know cameras were rolling at the show. What would possess Ashley to say something like that? Something so celebratory in the face of what feels like a disaster and a travesty for Wendy. Like she had to have like slept with your man for you to say something like that. The show.
It seemed like they were. I love
which would
the show.
that would that would push her to kind of go a little further. But it's like it's a soul selling of sorts.
She has a dark soul. When you have a dark soul, you don't see things in that way. So she's not considering her actions hurting someone else because her soul is dark. She is honestly, it's people like this that disgust me, because they did not have it easy growing up, and now that they have a life and a lifestyle that other people would actually like to have as well, they may not want to be that person and may not want to live it the way that they're living. Like, not many people want to be on TV and want the attention on them. She loves the attention. So to be able to be on TV, she's getting the attention, she's doing these horrible singing gigs, and she's living in a very nice home that she doesn't have to pay for, and she's getting paid to be a messy bitch on TV. She loves it.
That you would say this when literally misfortune can find anybody. And given, where you've come from and the person you have escaped, we don't know what you're privy to. We don't know you when he let you out that cage. We don't know what you were privy to. Allegedly.
Cage?
Allegedly.
Yeah,
that's
why
we don't know. So I don't know why it just boggles my mind that she would be so celebratory, even if she didn't like her. And it might use spiritually. Yes.
Maybe otherwise, but we hope just spiritually.
Or otherwise, we don't control the karma. Karma comes how it comes. But also to try and like elevate yourself by kicking somebody when they're down and using a medium that you have continually and perpetually made a mockery of to do it. What melodies, beloved? Like where are the melodies that you speak of? Because it's like the jokes write themselves. They write themselves. I don't even need to get into it because the jokes have been written.
The heifer is delusional. I mean, really, when you think of the phrase tone deaf, she really is the definition of that. When she really can't hear herself, she sounds horrible. And whoever is entertaining this bullcrap to allow her to come to their venues to sing, and she claims she's making melodies, is laughable.
I've seen them, I've cackled, and I went to bed. So, but it's, if it seems like something that Ashley likes to do is make a fool of herself. And if that's what helps her to sleep and be well and do well, by all means, clown your way through life.
So yeah, this is her right here. Catching melodies, not felonies. Disgusting. And I don't blame the people in the picture with her, because she posted this on her stories. I mean, I'm quite sure they didn't get the memo that she was going to put that on the picture. It's not funny. And But she started from the first season that she was on the show. If you remember, she wasn't, I don't think, on the first episode. She was introduced later. So she wasn't even initially like on the first episode and in the first cast lineup. She came on maybe like 2 or 3 episodes in. She started out messy. She started out talking about Robin and Juan and their finances and them filing for bankruptcy and all this other stuff. Like the girl started out this way, okay? And we know Bravo loves mess. So this is this is why people like her and Giselle get to continue to stay on these shows. They continue to get shine that they don't really deserve. Somebody said Ashley says whatever to stay relevant on RHOP. She has no story, and it's been time for her to go. And I agree with that. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know your thoughts. Now, here's Candace talking about the reason she unfollowed Porsha Williams. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
I unfollowed Porsha months before Traders. The reason I unfollowed her is because I happened to see something about Porsha sleeping with somebody's husband. It was
you mean a comment made about Charles Wade? Not Charles Wade, Charles Oakley.
Yes, the new woman. What's her name?
Angela Oakley.
Angela.
Fantastic.
I really like her.
She made that
yes.
That joke about her husband.
Yes. So they were I think they were on a trip. Right? They were on like a cash trip. I saw something where she was saying she better be careful before I sleep with her husband. I said, what? Who on God's green, ghetto, racist, ugly earth would ever fix their mouth to use as a threat as a woman? I unfollowed Porsha months before. I'm going to sleep with your husband as a form of retaliation. Whatever happened to like, I'm going to throw a drink at you. I'm going to cuss you into an oblivion. Even, if you're froggy and you don't know any better, I'm going to slap a hoe. Like, whatever happened to those things? We're using adultery as a form of punishment?
I mean, Portia's a whole girl. Okay. So yeah, that's what she would do. That's the life that she lives. Absolutely.
And I just like it blew my mind because I know, as we all do, the perils of Porsha's love life. We've seen her come up from, the bowels of, what's his name?
Cordell.
The Cordell of it all. We've seen her come from that. And we've seen the ups and downs. And Porsha has been a wife. And to know, and I think this is something that she once said, to know the conviction of a wife.
She definitely said that. She definitely said that to Kenya. I remember it like yesterday.
Of a wife. And so when I heard that she said that, I was like, I just couldn't believe that she would say something like that.
So it wasn't Traders, it was like, girl.
Yes, it was like, I can't look at you right now. Like, it was just like, why would you glorify this?
Well, I don't know if it'll help, but because I watched the reunion and maybe give Peace a chance. She didn't apologize.
She did. She apologized.
I believe she acknowledged. Yes, she acknowledged on the reunion that was not in good taste. So she owned that.
Good, very good, Porsha. Okay, yes, and I wanted to talk to her about it when I saw her later, but the timing wasn't right. So I was almost prepared to like not hold it against her, Porsha, because like we have all said stuff. I've said stuff to the cutting room floor that they need to just air, that I've said on cash trips. It's like, Rich, are you okay? Go to therapy. Like, you say crazy things on cash trips, and crazy things happen on cash trips. Enough of why.
So yeah, I mean, a whole girl like Porsha definitely has fixed her mouth to say something like that. And I don't care if she apologized. To me, the comment was genuine. It wasn't a joke. It was what she meant. Somebody said Candiace is fine. Reading the wrong one. Candiace isn't lying. Porsha needs more people in her life to hold her accountable. And we know that she's just got yes women around her and even a yes baby daddy, which I don't even believe it's so much yes from him. It's just like he just tolerates her for the sake of his daughter. He knows that she ain't shit. That's why he didn't marry her. Even if she claims she called off the marriage, I don't believe that they ever were going to really get married. And I have been working on my Porsha series. I did get the majority of the content out. So if you have not seen the Porsha from Pamper Princess to Queen of Thoughtlandia and Promiscuous Hogel, go and watch those episodes. I still have a few more that I need to put out. I just have had a lot going on, guys. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about what Candace had to say. And I don't blame her one bit because sh- Portia's, she has been platformed and profiled and lifted up to be on a pedestal that she really does not deserve to be on. But yeah, she said it's like, no, I didn't unfollow her. It had nothing to do with traders. I unfollowed her months ago when she made that disgusting comment. And I'm glad that she's speaking about it. So you guys let me know what you think.
Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.